Yes, all of them.
I don't see it, but we'll roll with it. Bell Kings
Yeah.
Football League. It's your man's Tony D, aka the Random Multi-Broadcaster. Super Bowl Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 59. I am joined by my man Michael Bathurst. He is out of his element because he is not at home. He is out and about, and now he's sitting here trying to go live mobile, and he's losing his mind. This is hilarious. Mike, how you doing?
Good. I'm learning the restream through this. It's kind of like a Zoom call, but we're currently on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be able to check TikTok unless I do it on the other computer, which I might be able to do. I found this clearer, though, than the computer and more stable.
Why
than the it's more because of the computer I have here is not good. It's not like the one I have at home. The one I have at home is amazing.
Gotcha. I got YouTube, Twitch, X, TikTok, and Rumble going. So I'll be jumping back and forth on screens. We got Milton in the house. SFC Spectacular. Yo, my man, what's going on, man? I see y'all over there on TikTok. Appreciate you all coming through. Mike, what are you doing in the background? What is that?
I don't know what that is.
You got a woodpecker? What the hell?
Oh, 1 sec. We're hearing somebody's TikTok video. I think they're chopping stuff.
Nobody's TikToking or chopping. Nobody is.
No, on my end they were.
FCC Spectacular. We're talking Super Bowl right now. Just covering anything. I'm not gonna lie. There is no news on the Super Bowl. None. There was no news on Super Bowl. The only thing I saw was Eagles players got sick a couple of days ago, and then I saw something yesterday with some Kansas City Chiefs players were getting sick. Mike, anything on your end that you've seen would be my question.
I've noticed they made a big deal when they asked Saquon Barkley what his favorite color was, and he said red. And then everybody he asked after that was, "What's your favorite color?" And even Travis was like, "Well, of course my color is red, but I am very fond of green."
Very fond of green. Yeah, right. Tech Dad, what's good? I'm sharing this out. Mike, anything you want to cover, talk about, go for yours, please.
I'm really excited about next year already. On so many different teams. I get a really good vibe with the Raiders. I think with Pete Carroll, they're going to build something there. I don't think it's going to happen.
Sarah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm looking at the chat while you're talking, Mike. Go ahead.
No. Do your thing. This is going to be super casual today. They were worried that the viewership would be way down on the game because people are sick. I don't think that's true.
Here's the thing. They're going to be showing the game on Tubi. So anybody who doesn't have a decent signal or anybody who doesn't have cable or whatever, Tubi app, you can watch movies and shows for free. If you want to see the game, check it out over there. I'll be watching it. I'll probably be streaming it in my room on Cantina, or I'll just be watching it on the screen and listening to everybody talk their mess on Cantina because I know how everybody's going to be doing up in here. It's going to be a mess. I'm not placing any bets, Tech Dad. I'm watching the TikTok comments. Mike, I don't know if you can see them at all.
No, I can't unless I get into the world here of TikTok, which I will.
Anybody's dropping any gifts over there on TikTok? I do not see the gifts, but I'm going to say thank you early. We are now joined by my man Fireman Richard. Good morning, Coffee Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Hey, buddy.
Studio.
Good morning.
Mike, Rich, what is going on and how are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I had to re-sign in looking for my password, and I'm just finishing up, cleaning up, shoveling. We got about 2 inches of snow down here overnight, so we're cleaning.
Same here.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me do this. Hang on.
But doing great. How's my audio?
You are loud.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Good.
This is everybody on TikTok, so you all can see that I see you. Yes, I am putting it up here looking silly and crazy and casual. I am watching. I don't want to throw everybody's business out there, but thank you all for coming through. Tax said he deleted the app. You're a trip. Milton says he's watching the game on Hulu. Word. So
Yeah.
I do see you all. Just checking everybody out. I'm trying to share this out. Rich, I'm letting Mike go in on anything that he has after he's done.
Yeah,
Before,
I really don't have anything other than watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now joined by the man, the myth, the legend. It is true. The super syllable sportscaster has joined.
Jojo!
Top of the morning, y'all. What's happening?
What's up?
How you doing, Jojo?
What's happening? Rich, Mike, how y'all doing? Been a
Smoke
while.
is in the building. Smoke is
Smoke in the
good.
tag. Good morning, Smoke.
Oh, what up, Smoke?
What's
happening, guys?
How
are we doing today?
We needed some energy. Thank you for coming.
We got energy. Mike's
no
losing his
problem.
mind. He is not at home, so he is not stable with his studio setup. So he is mobile and losing his sanity. Thank
Oh,
God you
man.
all are here.
No, I'm good. I got all the pieces I need right here. I do want to ask a question though to our new friend here, who's an old friend. How do you feel about the situation of Josh Allen winning MVP?
Ooh.
About who? Oh yeah, go for it. Smoke, we still here, baby. We still here. Good seeing you, man. Thank you for coming through.
What?
Go ahead, Jojo.
You know what? I'm not sure if I can really be mad at it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can really be mad at it. Him and Lamar Jackson both had phenomenal seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought, Saquon would have been up in there, but usually MVPs do go to the quarterbacks. And if we're going to really talk quarterback business, I think if Lamar would have got by against the Bills, I think that would have solidified his MVP status and he would have got it.
It all came down to that football game between the Ravens and the Bills.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. And Allen went out there and Allen produced. And he did it with them not really doing the max, but kind of just playing some solid football with lack of turnovers and just play the game. And because of that, he got it. I'm not going to get upset about it. I can't really get upset about it.
Thank you to all the people on TikTok. I'm not trying to interrupt you here. We've just got a flood of people coming on. I saw Victor. I saw Sherry. I saw Gordon. So, yeah.
Coachy Poo, Smoke is sitting on my YouTube. Check out my YouTube.
Yes.
Over there,
but that's it pretty much. I can give it to Josh Allen. No
Josh Allen's parents were crying. Did you know that? They were crying in the audience. It was beautiful. A lot of tears.
Because he's overdue. Everybody, Lamar Jackson's had it more than once. Derrick Henry was definitely deserving. Josh Allen is overdue. Saquon should have been up there. But honestly, Josh Allen is overdue. And Saquon's in the
so that's why I don't.
Everybody's getting
I'm not getting upset about it. No.
I get upset about the money they make. That's the only time I cry. I start thinking about all the money those guys make, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wow. And they're talking, they're going to have a contract with him in the future that could be around $800,000. No, sorry, I'm looking $800 million. Josh Allen
was good.
Isn't that crazy? Over 10 years.
I can see it. Josh has been productive. He's been there, and he's never given you lackluster. He's always playing, and always 100%. Looking every season to get better. And this season was one of those seasons, man.
Yeah. Easy there, Random Rick was good.
Please share this, like this, tap the screen. Thank you, Cheryl, for being here. We appreciate you. Just tap away. We'd love that. Thank you. That'll help us.
Everybody everywhere, thank y'all for coming through. I see them on all the platforms and trying to share this out. The fellas got the floor. Jojo ain't been up here in a minute. And, y'all go for it, man, for real. Thank y'all for being here.
We got Super Bowl today. Last week was the I don't even look at the Pro Bowl like that, man. I'm not trying to watch flag football. Hall of Fame's cool, all that stuff.
Yo,
It's good for
underrated.
Hall of
television.
Fame, MVPs.
It's good for television, JoJo.
Yeah,
That's
it's
about
good.
it.
It's good
Yeah.
for TV. That's what it helps TV.
Smokey one. Take it easy
It
over
helps
there, Smoke.
TV,
Take
but
it
come
easy
on,
over there.
man.
What's up,
Fake
Bree?
ball,
Thank you
man.
for coming
Big ball,
through.
do they?
So who's going to have to come through today? Like, I think, Saquon's going to have a 200-yard day if they're going to beat them. I do.
No.
I do. I think that they're going to have a 200. And I think guys like Xavier Worthy on the Chiefs side are going to have to produce.
Yeah.
How is Hollywood Brown? Is he healthy enough to produce?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we may see some strong running games coming from Kansas City as well. You got Kareem
Explain
Hunt,
that, because I think Tony has the same sickness. Tell me about this.
Yeah, you got Mr.
Yeah.
Run Angry Isaiah Pacheco, who does he only knows forward. He hates back. He hates moving back. I think he's gonna need to get up on the floor on the ground there, tear up some ground, gain some yardage out there, as well as Kareem Hunt. I think their running game has been productive. Well, Isaiah Pacheco is gonna shine up out here, just to give some room, so Mahomes can get himself situated and start throwing that ball to Worthy. His usual targets, Travis Kelce. We got Noah Gray, and Noah Gray's been showing up. I think Noah Gray's gonna be one of those sleeper guys in this game.
Yeah, as a tight end, coach says the score is going to be 27-21. I ain't going for it.
I want from you guys prior, and we can have little notes if we want. We can write them down. But
Marissa, what's good? Marissa, how you doing? My college people in the house.
that's good. No. We got to keep them happy, keep them fed. See, here's the thing. How many yards do you think Saquon will get today? Tony, you go first.
I don't see him getting any more than 100.
And give me an exact number.
I don't.
You can't. You really can't. It's
If he breaks 50, he won't get more than 100 because the Kansas City Chiefs defense, we talked about this during the season, their defense has stopped the top running backs in the NFL and limited them to 50 yards. If he breaks 50, he did his job. If he breaks 100, he's going to let everybody else get the ball. Saquon is not being a ball hog. He is sharing the game with everybody. He wants the team to be there. It is working. Now they got to work on getting the Super Bowl, so it's not going to be about him, and they know he is the main target. However, in retrospect, I'm going to throw this out there. Y'all ain't paying attention to this. I'm going to say it not to my boys here, but to all of y'all out there. Kareem Hunt is going to be the sleeper.
How many yards?
This game. If he gets that ball, he is going to look like how Saquon Barkley looked, and Philly's defense is going to have to stop him the same way Kansas City's defense is going.
How many yards? Over 100? No, guess. It's a game. It's just a game. Here's what I got: 156.
I'll give both of them. I'll give both of them 100 apiece max.
156 is what I predict for Saquon today. 156. That's the exact number that I think. Somewhere in that range.
Mike, if he gets 156.
Okay, 156 in that range.
I don't see it. I don't see it because they're going to target him specifically. He has been the key of their offense.
He's gotten past them in the regular season. You know that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Fireman Rich, give us a number.
I think either one of the running backs have potential of going over 100. So I'll say at least over 100, maybe. Barkley has the one unique thing about Barkley that we've seen, and this is going against some really tough defenses, that he can explode.
Oh yeah,
he can explode, and if he explodes,
he breaks tackles.
That's the plus the Eagles. They have a good front line, good offensive line, and one of the potential advantages they have over Kansas City, that they have a very strong secondary. So that's going to make it very interesting as far as that goes. And I think there was something I did see here that who was it? Stephen A. There. He's quoted as saying that Stephen A. Smith says that Jalen Hurts will only be able to shake his, quote, game manager tag if he wins the Super Bowl. So I think Hurts is thinking about that. He wants to win one, and I think he's going to be hungry. We're hopefully, it depends on what type of mindset Kansas City come in. They say, "Oh, we've been here before. We're going to win it," and stuff like that. It's not. It's going to be a good. It's going to be a good Super Bowl. There's two good teams matched up against each other, top of their game, and the only thing I'm concerned about is this overplay on the Super Bowl commercials. They're already advertising week prior to watch their commercials on the Super Bowl, and I'm like, it's gone to that. Just as a side note, as far as that goes. But I think it's going to be a real good game. I'm hoping for Barkley. I would love to see him get 200. Oh, I think that would be.
What's your prediction?
You never know. No, I say about 100, between 100 and 150 in that range.
Okay, I got you down over 100.
Yeah, over 100. Yeah.
And we didn't really get a number from Tony D. He kind of was wishy-washy. He's worried I'm going to cut this up later.
Yeah.
Tony D, what's the exact number, Tony? I want Tony's exact.
Tony, go ahead.
Oh, Michael, Michael, you could go ahead and cut me up on TikTok for this one now.
Okay, go ahead. No, it's a guess. It's a game. Just.
I just did in between.
You should have been a goddamn politician. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, I think he gets over. Saquon will get over 100. He'll probably get over 100.
Give me a number.
I'm going to say 108.
That's how you do it. Right there, Tony.
You know what? I'm going to see your 108, and I'm going to make it a 135.
135, Rich says. Okay, 135. That feels good. 108. Okay. I think he'll get at least 135. Unless he gets hurt. And I don't see him getting hurt. He bounces. Now, politician Tony, give us don't give us this wishy-washy. Well, if the wind is blowing from my left testicle, I will be able to verify the 57. All right. Whatever. There we go.
You could be right, Smoke. You could be right on your comment there.
The Smoke is killing me over here, man. Him and Random Rick are killing me over here.
They are on the comments, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave them. They're messing me up over there. I'm about to get them.
They're lighting it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like Kareem Hunt waited for a while to get this moment here to come out and play some big time football, man. Yeah. And Pacheco's been out for, a good portion of this season. So I just feel like he's going to come out there and play some hardcore football too.
From what I've seen, it's going to be about defense on this game. I know I gave my synopsis or whatever. That's just what I'm looking to see, and I think it's going to be the factors. But Philly's defensive front is no joke. Kansas City defense is going to be at the test, in my opinion, because they got to stop Saquon. If they don't stop Saquon, this game is over.
Here's the biggest factor, though, Tony. Think about this for a sec. The only way they're going to win is through coaching. Honest to God. It's that close. Those two teams are so talented. And if anything, I give a slight edge in talent, and I'm not saying the quarterback, but overall talent to Fly Eagles Fly. They really have an insanely gifted team. So
yes, they do. Philly does too.
Andy Reid has a double wanting to beat these guys because he was these guys. Fireman Rich, tell us how nice a human being Andy Reid was.
He's fantastic. Hall of Fame coach. I didn't really care for him in Philly. I really back then I was really a diehard Giant fan. Didn't look at any other teams, and now I'm more or less embracing all the New York teams, even though two of them play in Jersey. But Reid is he's a stand-up guy. He's a very stand-up guy. He's gotten a little more personable over the years and stuff like that. He's one of the all-time NFL great quarterbacks. And the guys that get coached under him, they need to enjoy the moment because this man is there's quite a few of them, but he stands out as one of the good ones. And I think he's a genuine. I think I remember when Mahomes first came on as a rookie and he first took over. The thing that shocked me about Andy Reid is, and I was just blown away, is it's like they're playing this game, and then he actually sat down next to Mahomes. This is the head coach now. He's got a game going on, but he's sitting down with his quarterback, and I've never seen that before. Now there's other coaches that are doing that. So that's a style of coaching that I think is really intriguing and to see. And I think that's what. And I know Mahomes, he loves all the Kansas City Chiefs. They love Andy Reid and stuff. I'm just wondering if the fans in Philly still like Andy Reid.
They're probably mad at him by now.
Well, they embraced Barkley there coming in from the Giants, and you know how that those two teams are with each other on the fan base and stuff.
Which one of you, Mike? What you got going on in your background over there?
Nothing.
You the first
super.
That's not you moving the shuffling around?
No.
Jojo, that you? Oh, somebody was moving and shuffling. I can hear all that mess. I'm picking. The same way everybody picks on me.
I don't think you like my comments. That's all right. I can live with that. I do want to go in one direction here, though, for a second in the room. I predict today that Pete Carroll will do very well in the future. And I'm talking about in the next 2 years. I'm also predicting that Fireman Rich's headphones will suddenly glow like he's in the Matrix. There you go. Those are my two predictions.
Do you feel better?
Yeah. No, what do you guys think of the Pete Carroll? With
it's a coaching hiring, so it's just like he's a good coach. He's up there, and I think he still has a couple years left. We've seen, me being a younger senior citizen here, but still senior citizen nonetheless. I think he's capable, and he has all his facets about him and stuff. So we'll see what happens with him and stuff like that. He hasn't coached in a couple years, so it's the same thing as if Belichick came back. Is he going to, it'll be interesting to see how he handles college and stuff like that. Just like. Because I think coaching is probably the same thing as a player. They get to a certain point, and then, depending on the decisions they make with the players they have, the players can. You get some crappy players toward the end of your career that can define your coaching ship as far as that goes. So, but he is it'll be interesting thing. I think that's going to be and the Raiders, they need a fresh start and stuff like that. They just like that. And you look at this might be the ticket. Just like when
Excuse me, Rich. Excuse me. Mike,
relax.
What are you doing?
I'm hearing it. But Pete Carroll, it's just like it might be the big start that gets the Raiders going, just like what happened in Washington. They needed a push, and they finally did what they were supposed to be doing a couple of years ago to get that team back on track. And the thing is, and it's one of those things, if you're down in the bottom of the barrel and stuff, the only direction you can go is up. So Pete Carroll might be that start of them going up the ladder there as far as being a little bit more predominant in the NFL, because let's face it, they sucked over the last couple of years. They've had a few Raiders.
Who?
They've had a couple good games, moments and stuff, but overall for the whole season, they haven't really, performed like we want them to perform. I think we want all the teams to perform. So
how about
they suck for the past couple of decades.
Mr.
They got and they're not producing the same way the Browns are. They've got rosters, but they're not producing.
Everything on paper is like, you guys should be winning every single freaking game, just about, winning your asses on, and you're just
Mr. B, what kind of quarterback do they need to be, successful? We're talking the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, there looks to be a reunion possibly if things happen to go in the direction they may go. We may see Russell Wilson up there back with Carroll. It may happen. It may happen. If that's the case, boy oh boy.
I have another suggestion, and I would like the room to talk about it. And I know how popular this person is. His name is Aaron Rodgers. Could he end up there? Because they've speculated that.
No.
I haven't seen it as speculation, but I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think he's happy with the Jets. If he gets, I don't think he's happy with it.
Yeah. If he goes there, primarily it's a money grab and stuff like that. I don't think if they're serious about winning, they're going to get somebody like what Washington did, someone young that's good. They can groom him and stuff like that. And they got to look several years down the line. Rodgers is one season at a time, and you're not going to fix something in one season.
No.
What you got, Joe?
No, I say we may see Russell Wilson there. If we don't see Russell Wilson there, we'll see one of the more younger QBs out there on this squad.
So let me throw this out there. Isn't your man Aiden O'Connell out there already?
Yes.
Rich?
O'Connell, yeah, I believe he is. Yeah.
So if he's still there with Pete Carroll, that can work. You was kind of optimistic about him, so I would like to see how that will work with the veteran coaching that Pete Carroll has, which is produced.
Yeah, and we've seen that with the coach with San Diego. You know, it's just how old is the coach of San Diego? He's up there in age too, and he turned that. But I think he did it quicker than I think everybody thought, though. I don't think Pete Carroll. If Pete Carroll does that, my hat's off to him. But it's. It might be another surprise for next year as far as, these coaches are coming back. They're getting the team started and stuff like that. But
and everybody, I know you all are asking or wondering how come we're not talking so much Super Bowl. There really isn't much news on it. I'm actually got ESPN on now trying to see what they're saying. They're just commentating like we are on anything and everything. I also want to throw this out there. I'm going to be a little optimistic about Carolina next season. If Bryce Young is improving, and I'll give them just 500 for a decent season because they've had a losing record for the past two. If they break even, they'll be fine. However, that division is going to be a mess because I did see Kellen Moore got that job in New Orleans. NFC South's going to be sick next season. Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys, not this past season, but the season before. And before that, and they were doing good. They were looking good. He's offensive coordinator with the Eagles right now, is he not? And they're in the Super Bowl, right? Let's go ahead and put a few things together. New Orleans is going to be a problem next season. So you got New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta looking good. Carolina has got to come up, but their division is going to be as tight as the AFC South, and they still may not produce as much as every other division did the same way the AFC South did. Your thoughts?
There's going to be a lot of rebuilds.
Yeah, let them gears get to turning. Let them gears get to turning.
Carolina's going to be some rebuild, man. Carolina got to get back on the defensive game, man. It was always hard defense, and the offense just works their way through things. You got some young guys there, man.
It's a pretty young roster. I agree with that. And I said that a couple of seasons ago. They drafted a lot of offensive players, and I was going to be I thought they were going to be interested. I did not think the interest was going to be to the negative. But that whole team was about as new as the Jets were a few seasons ago.
They need two players. That's all they need. Carolina needs two players. They need a top rate receiver. You know what I mean? Like somebody really good. And they also need
Xavier Leggett is pretty much the top receiver right now.
And then there's another guy coming up to free agency, and he's a dear friend of Tony D's in the house. Najee Harris would be a nice addition with what Chubb they've got there. So, if you have a good combination running back and a good receiver, there's two players, that might be okay. And they have one good receiver right now, but that's not enough. They got
It's not enough. We got Chuba Hubbard at running back. He's been sitting
Right, but you
for,
imagine
quite
you
frankly.
had a dual threat, and you had two receivers like all these teams that we have right now. You're looking at them; they have multiple receivers that are threats, or they have two solids.
Yeah.
I gotta see who that other running back is in Carolina because he was.
The other thing I wanted to tell you is the rumor right now is Pittsburgh is going to try to keep him. They're going to try, but he's going to ask for the moon.
Isn't Tomlin in jeopardy?
Yeah.
As a coach?
No, not yet. I think this next year will. I think after this next year, I think he has one good solid year. I don't think his. I think they're happy, but they're not happy. The Pittsburgh fans that because he's still a good coach. You know,
They won a Super Bowl like the Cowboys
yeah,
fans,
and
quite frankly.
he made it to the playoffs this year, and it just it'll be interesting about Russell Wilson. As far as that goes on the offseason, whether he does go and that moves up the other kid there on Pittsburgh up as their primary, Fields, and that might be good for because Fields is still. I think Fields is a good quarterback. He just needs that opportunity, and where they were committed to go with Russell Wilson, I guess, once he got all healed up, and he performed. I think he earned his money and stuff like that. It just it surprised me. I thought, I think everybody was waiting for him to tank, but I think he had a good season, a very good season and stuff, and the effort that he did. So
I want to bring something into the fray here for a second, and guys, I want you to think about it before you answer it. Really think about it. First of all, is this guy too old? Before I mention the name, but I think he would be a good fit for multiple teams. Matthew Stafford, he's coming up. They don't want to pay him anymore. They're going to actually let him go. They're going to let him.
Really?
He should go to
Carolina. So he would be, I think, a good fit for it. If I was for one season, I'm not saying multiple seasons, one more season, I would say the Raiders may want to take a chance on him.
I agree with the Raiders, but I would say Carolina.
Team.
Oh, those are both interesting teams. Because Carolina, they got Dalton, and who's the other guy there?
Bryce Young.
Yeah, and I think those are two. They're but if they got Stafford's still a good quarterback. I think
he's kind of beat up. He is a good quarterback. He's
damage,
kind of beat up. Now I would put Stafford in the same.
No, it's okay.
I think he's year 18, right? Year 18. He's
maybe year 18, but him and Aaron Rodgers I'll put in the same category as teams who could use those types of quarterbacks. Aaron can still do it. Stafford plays more injured than we know.
Good point.
The same way Aaron does. Aaron does as well. So you got to look at Carolina needs some type of quarterbacking assistance. And no disrespect to Andy Dalton, because I like Andy Dalton as a QB. He's just not a winning QB anymore. He really is not. Hell, I like to see him go to the Raiders, and that should work. But I could see Stafford. I could see teams taking a chance on him and them winning.
He's a solid quarterback.
He worked with the Rams straight up.
Well, who would backfill on the Rams then?
Well, if they're gonna get rid of him, that's gonna be their problem. Not being funny. They crazy. He got them a Super Bowl. What the hell you getting rid of him for?
They're building a new team, guys. That's what they're doing. They're going to retool, and I think that's what should have happened in Dallas. There's a guy named Dak something, and I think they Prescott or something. I would have said, "Hey, buddy, I wish you well. Take your $60 million and find a new home. I'm going to get myself 2 for $30 each. Wish you well."
He got 2
quarterbacks. Although I don't even like that other guy. I don't even like. That other guy's not good, man.
Cooper Rush is okay. He is all right as a backup quarterback. I don't know about him as a starter, but he's all right. Trey Lance has got to come out sooner or later. He's a number 1 draft pick, and he ain't really played the full damn season.
That is such a shame too. Yeah,
because of injuries.
They just traded him left and right, man.
I want to pick Mr. B's brain here. Okay.
Sure.
Name the 5 quarterbacks. We do this all the time. Name the 5 quarterbacks that you think, if you can name 5, that are the elite of the league. 5.
The elite of the elite? Currently playing right now?
Yes, not in the fantasy banks of your mind. No, we're talking currently in this year.
Right now?
Yeah.
NFL period.
Okay. The elite.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we got Mahomes. I'm going to take Mahomes. I will take Josh Allen.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take Joe Burrow.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take who's that one guy? Hold on. Like I said, Mahomes.
It took me a minute a couple of weeks ago when he asked me to think about
Burrow, Allen.
How about Jalen? Jalen Hurts. Is he in there or no?
Jalen Hurts?
Is he top 5? A lot of people say no.
I'm not sure.
He is top 5.
Did you take Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
I'll take Lamar Jackson.
Morris Chestnut was on First Take a couple of weeks ago, and he said Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes play the same type of ball, got the same type of numbers.
No, I don't. Yeah, I
straight up. Jalen's right there. Jalen's right there. Yes, he is. And right now they're both in the Super Bowl.
Jalen has had one unbelievable game in his career, and it was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Mind you, both of them got 17 wins this season. Both teams. They're equal.
I would say I'll take probably Jalen Hurts. It'd be between Jalen Hurts and Jared Goff, though.
You like Jared Goff? Ooh.
Yeah.
Goff is good. Yeah, he's a good.
Remember I said that the other week. Jared Goff is.
I put Mahomes. I always people be criticizing me about putting Joe Burrow, and I say, yo, regardless of win loss, Joe Burrow always show up to play, man.
Yep.
He does.
He's phenomenal.
He's a dog, man. That dude's a dog.
He is.
He's just on the wrong team. He's like Josh Allen. He's in circumstances that aren't conducive. I'm hearing voices in the background going, "No, he's not."
Yeah, you're going to hear some more in a minute. Keep talking about Joe Burrow. I'm not going to lie.
I think Cincinnati just be playing games though. Them higher ups, man.
Cincinnati, man.
Listen, let's talk about Josh Allen for 1 second here. He is so good. This is how good he is. I'm not dissing him. Any other quarterback would have got 5 wins, period. Zippo. Everybody says that.
I like your Josh Allen bias.
He is good, but imagine him on a real team. On a real team. He's not on a. It's a band of misfits, buddy. Half of those players wouldn't make it on another roster. They just wouldn't. Sorry. They just wouldn't.
Nah, I think those guys are a good squad that he plays with, man.
Mr. B, back that up. I want to hear this. I want to hear it. Go.
Nah, he plays on a good squad. What do you mean?
Name a couple of these people on the squad. I want to hear the names.
There's a little randomness. You know, my guy that they traded sadly. You know, my guy Diggs. They traded Diggs. Diggs got injured, which sucks.
You mean the drama queen?
Stephon Diggs.
You talking Stephon? The drama queen.
Take it easy.
Got it.
Well, we got James Cook. James Cook is a good producer.
He is good. Well. He's good. He's
good. Was it
Keon Coleman? Is he any good? Is Keon Coleman?
Coleman's good. Shafir is good.
Mm-hmm.
Davis is good.
I like Davis.
Kincaid is good. What do you mean?
Kincaid is okay.
No, Kincaid is good. Kincaid is good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, then you always have these random switch up people. They had Amari Cooper come in.
He was useless.
Random as hell. That was random as hell. That's a random as hell pickup.
I think he was injured, guys. I think he was seriously injured.
Yeah.
He plays injured a lot. He does. Mike, turn your mic down a little bit.
What?
Notice something. Turn your mic down a little bit. You're blaring over everybody else.
He was injured. Yeah.
Just volume wise. Rich, bring yours up.
No,
a
it's
little bit, please,
set.
Rich.
This is set. Right. Yeah. Mine's set.
Okay, yours is set.
I'll just be
Next, this one,
quieter.
please. No, you ain't gotta be quieter. It's just you're blaring over everybody. You'll hear the audio difference when you see the replay, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I want everybody's volumes to be even, and I know you got that new high-tech out of Galaxy headset on, plus your mobile, so everything is different. But and I'm using regular speaker on my device because I don't have extra accessories or extra accessory money. Like
here is the thing.
So,
here is the thing that we got to know. And I found before I couldn't hear Rich, and then I watched the replay, and Rich is 9 levels higher than everybody. But during the broadcast,
no, he's actually equal level on the replays I be hearing. I know what you're saying, though.
I think in the other dimension that you're in, it's different. I also have noticed recently that Rich, his ears glow green. I've noticed that, and I love it.
Yeah, they do glow green. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. They glow green.
Oh yeah,
you right over
yeah.
there,
I'm just listening to the hyperbole rhetoric. No, I guess if there's an NFL football team that racks up 13 wins during the course of the season, they're called misfits, and there's only 3 teams in the whole NFL. I'll ride my pony on that team and stuff like that. That's not misfits and stuff. So
riding your pony is crazy.
No, I ride that buffalo. Ride that buffalo.
Buffalo.
To say they're a bunch of misfits. I just have to point blank. Don't take this personal, but I think that's disingenuous on the team that had probably one of the greatest seasons, and also the fact that there's some people I've heard it a number of times that the MVP is just a consolation, and I'm thinking, well, if Lamar Jackson got it, probably people will be speaking otherwise. So it's one of those things. I think Josh Allen doesn't get the total respect that he should from a lot of people. So
I agree.
And he, as far as that goes, so
I think he's the second best quarterback in the league. I do. Second best.
No, they're pretty much equal. I think you got a good solid 5 top quarterbacks this year and stuff like that. And the difference between the MVP, Lamar Jackson, he has earned it before. He could have got it this time. If they would have won against the Buffalo Bills, and let's say they didn't get to the Super Bowl, he probably would have got it because Mahomes doesn't. Mahomes has always been behind those two during the course of your play. Yeah. He's on a good team. He's playing good and stuff like that. But I think the difference between Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and especially Josh Allen, both those guys, they've elevated their team, and the people that voted, you can't put the statistic to that. You have to.
Most wins by a head coach in playoff history: Bill Belichick 31, Andy Reid 28, Tom Landry 20, Don Shula 19.
Oh.
I didn't realize that. I'm watching.
No, that's
my apologies.
Good. That's
go,
good.
Rich, go.
But
that is good.
As far as that, and then Saquon Barkley, getting Player of the Year, he just started turning it on halfway through the season, really, to make a name for himself as far as that goes on the games that he played. And I think if he was doing that type of performance the first half of the season, I think we would have probably seen him as the MVP, maybe as a running back and stuff. It's very, like we said this before, it's very hard for a running back or any other player to top out the quarterbacks, because the quarterbacks, let's face it, they're the leader of the team and stuff like that. And as far as that goes. So
what's up, Brian?
Brian in
the house.
I owe you an apology, Mr. B. Are you ready for this? This is a current ranking system, okay?
Yeah.
It says rankings of all 14 playoff QBs from the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, to the Texans, CJ Stroud. But I'll give you just the first. Number 1, with a bullet, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Jared Goff. Oh my God, that's crazy. Lamar Jackson, 4. Matthew Stafford, 5. Jalen Hurts, 6. Sam Darnold, 7. Baker Mayfield, 8.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Sam Darnold is 7 and Baker is 8.
And this is.
Where was Joe Burrow?
He's not there because he didn't make the playoffs. It's only people who made the playoffs.
Only the playoffs. Okay. What
No,
about
it's
for the
not that.
season?
I'm just giving you
Has anybody
playoff,
seen
the way that they performed. But Matthew Stafford got 5, so he's still considered dominant. And I'm shocked at Sam Darnold.
He had an outstanding
He had
season
great
with Minnesota.
stats. He had 4,000.
He had an outstanding season with Minnesota, the same way Jared Goff had outstanding seasons with the
Baker Mayfield had an exceptional season too. Number 9, they've got Justin Herbert. Number 10, Jordan Love. I don't agree with that. Number 11,
Jordan's good. Both of them are good. Both of them are
Jaden
good.
Daniels.
Honestly. They had good seasons.
He was number 11.
Rookie of the year. Hands down, rookie of the year. Congratulations.
Fireman Rich, what do you think of some of those names? Are they wacko? It's only playoffs, though. Playoff stats.
And what's that?
Well, right now they've got number 11. They had Jaden Daniels, and right after him, Bo Nix at 12. And this is all statistically done. And then they've got Russell Wilson at 13, and CJ Stroud at 14.
That's all based on their stats, as far as their actual stats.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to post this on X.
Yeah,
throw that up.
ESPN got the QBR rating for the 2024, the regular season, and they have the postseason.
What's
they got Josh Allen as
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just.
They got Josh Allen as number 1 with a QBR of 77.3. Lamar Jackson was 77.2. Joe Burrow was 74.7.
I'm saying Joe Burrow should have been.
Jaden Daniels with a 70.5.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love with a 69.2. Number 6 is Jared Goff with a 68.5. Then Brock Purdy at 7, 8 Mahomes, 9 Kyler Murray, and 10 Jalen Hurts.
Kyler Murray got up there. Why are you putting everybody above Jalen Hurts? Because
he runs the ball
more than he's throwing.
Guys,
and that's what it is.
Here's a weird stat I forgot about. The only person that is beaten our buddy,
Brian, I'm gonna punch you in your head. Sorry,
is Josh Allen. He is the only one who has beaten Patrick Mahomes. Now that one game didn't count where he didn't play. Remember that you just.
Mike, let me jump in on this. Most wins by a head coach, including the playoffs in NFL history. Don Shula, 347. Bill Belichick, 333. George Halas, 324. Andy Reid, 300. Tom Landry, 270. Yo, Andy Reid's about to be the winningest coach.
I think a couple more years. He's going to be the
winningest coach.
He signed 3 more years. Did you know that? Just recently.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And within them 3 years, he's going to get.
I think he wants that.
He's 47 years
behind coach. They got something good going.
He's
I
been
wouldn't break it up.
Yeah. And I'm catching this at the top of the
No, we like it. This is good. This is good
info. Real-time info.
Yeah. And it's just crazy to me, though, how Mahomes, I got to say it, though, Mahomes and Brady have had this similar run-in. Like, they throw these random guys up on that team, man, and they just make it work. I don't know. They always make it work. And I'm like, wow. Why? But it works. They play just enough, good enough to make themselves again in the playoffs.
Yep.
And then all hell breaks loose. And they show up.
Yes. And I said that
they show up.
Kansas City's on cruise control. You got to beat them. And they only lost one game all season.
Well, I think if we look at it, there's 3 things that Philly needs to do to beat the Chiefs there to win their. This would be their overall 5th championship, and 5th championship is the total championship. Just to make mention, the three-peat. This isn't the first time because you had Green Bay Packers 65, 67, which was the first Super Bowl, and then 67. They won 3 NFL championships in a row. That's a three-peat, folks. But anyway, the three things that Philly has to do to beat the Chiefs: Jalen Hurts, He can't commit
Yeah,
any
smoke.
turnovers. Turnovers are deadly.
No.
That is deadly
No, he
on
cannot.
any quarterback.
Yes, he
Okay.
will be on this
And
game
then
on both
Shaquan
teams.
Barkley has to be
Yes.
Shaquan Barkley. He has to, elevate.
Mhm.
And then the third thing is the defense for Philly has to keep the Chiefs out of the end zone in the second half.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Okay.
that. I like
That's
that.
via and those three. That's not me. That's via CBS Sports. As far as I thought, those were 3 night, and I would have to agree with that. That their secondary for Philly is a good secondary. That's the one.
Phenomenal.
That's an Achilles heel that Buffalo didn't have against Kansas City.
Kansas City in the second half, stopping them from scoring. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I 100 because they will come back on your ass. You are correct.
Oh yeah, they will. Yeah, they're a
They
team
will
that
do
can.
that.
They've
In
done
the
that.
room, guys, I'm going to ask a question. Travis Kelce, will he get over 6.5 receptions in
Yes.
this game?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that's one of the parlays that they're working on right now.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're
okay, yeah.
and they're also talking about Saquon Barkley on his first rush. Will he get over 4.5 yards?
Probably not.
Because
His first rush?
they're going to
First
be keying
rush,
on
yeah.
him. They're going
Very
to be
first rush.
Barkley's got a target on him, so right out of the gate, I don't know.
It's possible, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
possible.
saying
but
first. I'm
going
gonna say
to
first rush. First rush,
Yeah,
he gets
first
10
rush,
yards
I'm
or
gonna say
better.
no.
I say
It could,
first
yeah.
rush, he gets 10 yards or better.
I think Fireman Rich has with the probably one of the most accurate numbers here for the Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to get at least 135. If he gets over that, they're going to win. That's my prediction. If they get over 135 rushing, they got the game.
Yeah.
It's done.
Well, you got to remember when you look
I
at
think so.
Barkley's play when he has those breakout runs. That just you look on the sideline that elevates the crap out of the rest of the team. And they're going to be playing, and that's something that's a variable that if that gut's flowing on the Philadelphia Eagles side, that's just going to draw the energy away from Kansas City.
Yeah,
Here,
that
Josh
demoralizes teams, man.
Yeah, Josh Allen was unable to really rush the way that he usually does. But I noticed in the last game against Buffalo, they even put Patrick Mahomes at risk by rushing in. He's been running in himself. He's never really done that before. Do you think he'll have some rushing touchdowns today? Yes or no?
No.
He could
Patrick
probably
Mahomes.
get one.
Unless
we'll get one.
So I got one. I got one for Mr. B.
He'll get one.
Okay, and how about you, politician Tony?
I said he'll get one.
He'll get one.
He'll get a rushing touchdown today.
I think.
I don't think he's going to get any unless he's about a 1 yard or 2 yard stuff like that.
Something like that, yeah.
The one run that he did run was more than 10 yards. That was a broken play for the most part and stuff.
So you're saying 1 or 0? Which one?
I don't think he's going to get a running.
You're going to go 0? Okay.
I think. I'm going to go 0.
I'm going to put him down for 2. They're both going to be short yardage.
Wow.
We'll tell you, the tush push is real, man. Tush push is real.
And that's something that.
Are you talking about a football game or your own life?
No, Philly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Kansas City has to be able to contain, and I don't know if they're going to be able to contain it. Stuff like that. Because Philly does do the tush push pretty good.
Yeah.
I heard Mr. B does the tush push pretty good. That's what I've heard through the grapevine.
Tony, I was on last night for a little bit there on the Nonsensical Network there, and Glick says he's not coming on till 1 o'clock. I forgot he wanted me to pass that on. He's not coming on till 1.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to get some breakfast in there. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to eat and I'm going to sleep before the game starts. I already got my liquor, but I want to have
okay. That's it. Do we have our liquor? Oh yeah, we might have.
Can you mention that where it's free again? You said, was it Tubi?
Yes, TUBI.
And that's in 4K, I heard.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that? Because they want the numbers?
No, they want people.
They're just streaming it on more platforms. And it'll be more of an international audience to draw, I think, more people, which is actually a good idea in my opinion.
If you got a If you have
I
a
can't.
4K TV, you're going to be watching Tubi. It's going to be in 4K. That's
Yeah.
where I saw that.
So, guys, help me with this mathematically. So, is Tubi paying for this through like?
I don't know. I don't know. I just saw that they were airing it.
I've noticed every year it's been a different app that they've been showing the game.
Okay.
Here's the thing that we're not really talking about a lot on our show, and I don't know why, but I think they want to get interest worldwide so they can have teams that are across the ocean. They've
I just said
talked
that,
about
yeah,
it,
more of an international audience is what I was saying.
right? So they may have to give things free at first. It's kind of like, it's like, hey, try this. You might like it.
Soccer's
Right?
been on different networks. Baseball games have been on different networks.
I think the
Basketball games-
NFL commissioner also is on record here. The last day I saw a headline that they're looking at expanding NFL more so this next season. To what exact I don't know, but I did see that they're actively looking at expanded. So I don't know if that entails more games. I don't think they're going to place a team over there as of yet.
London.
I think that's still a couple years down the line.
They've been talking about it for a few. You may be right, Brian. I have not seen that, Brian.
Steelers going to Dublin? No, I don't
not
think
doing
so.
this to Brian Jojo. I think he's setting me up, and I ain't falling for it.
Steelers going to Dublin.
I do have a question for you, and this is the fantasy part. Will this be a field goal fiasco like a lot of the Super Bowls are?
Touchdowns.
It depends
So-
on how I don't know.
It says here, Jason's Chiefs over 2.5 field goals. What do you think about that? Is that a good bet or is that a bad bet?
Good. I'll take the over.
Harrison, and it pays plus 2.56 at FanDuel.
I'll take the over on that.
Okay.
Brian's right.
Now,
He is
He
right.
wants to play the regular season in Ireland in 2025. Yeah.
oh, they're going to play. I thought he meant they're going to get relocated. Oh, they're going to
thought he
play in
was gonna move
Dublin.
team over
Oh,
there,
is
yeah.
that the expansion?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
First regular
interesting.
season game. Yeah.
I gotta watch you, Brian, because sometimes you be sliding them comments.
Yeah, I know. I took it a
I
different
know.
way. I took that comment a different way.
Kalila, thank you for coming through late. Thank you for the gifts, gentlemen. We're
I
gonna wrap
see
this
right
up.
here Tubi, as you're saying, guys. I see it right in front of me, and it's Fox that's advertising Tubi.
Yeah, we might be
Yeah,
working together.
they've been doing that a lot with the.
We might be working together. I'm going to share this over to Instagram, so I'm going to shut this down before the time it takes too long.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see a man over there, Michael Bathurst, #ShotMGB, all over the place, doing his AI music, having fun on all platforms. Might appreciate you coming through. My man, Fireman Rich, down there in the bottom. Rumble Studio, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 in the morning. Check him out. Rich, appreciate you as always. My man, JoJo over there, you see him, the combat sports guy, the super syllable sportscaster. He will go down with that. That is yours, trademark it. You're welcome. Get that money, baby. Get that money. Phil Hicks was in the bottom down there. Ted, I see you. Appreciate you coming through. Smoke, thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming
Ted, hey, we got Ted here. We got to let Ted up for a second.
I'm going to shut it down so I can share it. Every time
Okay,
I
can
say
I
wanna
have
share it,
30?
you wanna talk
I
some
just,
damn more.
I just want 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Coach, thank you for coming through. Milton, appreciate you for coming through. Everybody over there on all platforms, thank y'all.
All right.
See me later.
Long live the tush push. There you go. All right.
We're all over the place. We'll be back later on, more than likely, because we're probably going to have some more. The game
Yeah.
kicks in.
Oh
Chris
my
Mitchell,
God.
18